here, Mandy, and let's introduce this one.
Wow. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I am so excited to kick off this campaign with you guys. And I just want to let everybody know, because Vincent did not do it himself, he is who you can vote for, likely if you live in Hendersonville. Some of Hendersonville is still 6, but a lot of us are now in 7. So Vincent is one of your candidates. So we're very grateful. Really appreciate it. What's up, Alan? Come on in, buddy. So I want to talk about why I chose to run for this seat. I chose to run for this seat when I saw the power that it held being abused. Because if you spend enough time down at the state capitol, you will see how incredibly out of touch the Republican supermajority is with reality. You will see them lie and distract their way through bills. And if you get mad enough, it might make you want to run for office. So I don't know if I recommend it. And this spring, I was down at the legislature watching Johnny Garrett try to pass one of his anti-immigration bills. This bill would mandate, it would force every single sheriff's office throughout the entire state of Tennessee into a contract with ICE. Now, our county sheriff here in Sumner voluntarily signed on to one of these agreements the first opportunity he got. But this law would make it so that sheriffs didn't even have a choice. And through the work that I've done in the community, a lot of the people that work on my campaign with me are the same people who were fighting alongside me and have been fighting alongside me to try to protect our community from ICE. We've been trying to draw as much attention as possible to our sheriff's contract with ICE and to try to pressure him to end it, which he can do, well, now he's not legally able to do. And we started a food outreach program to people in the community who are affected by ICE. So while I was sitting in that hearing room, I already knew some numbers. So when Johnny Garrett claimed that 50% of crime in the state of Tennessee is committed by illegals, I knew that he was lying. And I knew that he knew he was lying, because the numbers had just come out the week prior. And Johnny was off by a lot. Only 1 or 2% of crime in our state is committed by undocumented people. And what do you think most of those are? Most of those are traffic violations. The amount of violent crime committed by undocumented people in our state is less than half of a percent. Unfortunately, the bill still passed. And I drove home livid, because the person that was supposed to represent me was telling bold-faced lies that brought actual harm to the people in my community. And I was spending so much time fighting all of these bills that he was trying to pass. Bills that not only harmed my immigrant neighbors, but bills that harm my friends who are teachers. Bills that harm me as a healthcare worker and harm my patients. And the thing is, down at the legislature, when you sit through these sessions, there are a handful of reps, like Vincent, who fight for the truth, who ask the right questions, who call out the lies, and ask, how is this actually going to affect Tennessee and the people that live here? But the thing is, when they call the vote, that handful of reps is just not enough. And when you sit and you watch that vote board light up with yays and nays, it's a good reminder that democracy is just a numbers game. But it's a game that we can't win if we don't have people who are willing to run for office. Right? And so I had a choice. With no Democrat on the ballot, I could allow that seat to be handed to another Republican who I would have to spend precious hours, weeks, and months of my life fighting their legislation, or I could fight for the seat itself.
That's right.
Now, do we have any parents or grandparents whose kids are huge Frozen fans? Movie Frozen, okay. This is kind of a deep cut, and it's actually from Frozen 2.
I love Frozen 2.
Frozen 2 is the best Frozen.
It is. 100%.
Sometimes you just have to do the next right thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so I texted Megan, and I said, tell me not to run for this seat. And she said, I can't tell you not to do that because you need to. And so I did the next right thing. I got on the ballot. And it has been such a privilege to stretch and grow in these new ways. The past year and a half of my life has been a lot of stretching and growing and pushing through fear. But it is an uphill battle. And the battle we face right now is the same battle we face in our daily lives. Because while billionaires rob us of the abundance that we have created, the things that we have built, the wages that we have earned, Republicans are trying to rob our rights away from us and trying to buy elections. By dumping as much money as possible from corporations and from Trump into their campaigns.
Yep.
So the strongest thing we have right now is our social connections. Because how many of you don't pick up the phone when it's a number you don't recognize? How many of you? Yeah. How many of you hide? I'm looking at my husband. And
They're currently hiding. Watching the kid.
Okay. Being the response. How many of you hide when an unexpected knock comes to the door? Yeah. Pretend I'm not home. They can't see me. Yeah. And how many of you, I know I'm in this list, are receiving at least one text message from Senator Mark Kelly a day?
Oh, yes. All of them.
Yes, so many of them. And how many of you check your email, like every single email you get, right?
Yeah.
We don't do
It's
it.
too much, though.
It's so much.
And it's never about money, but no either.
Oh, right. Right. If someone's emailing you, yeah, they're trying to make a sale. But what I want you to think about here is that our usual methods of reaching voters, they're losing efficacy. So the power we have, it's not the power of money, might not be the power of money, it's the power of the people.
That's right.
It's the power that is innate in us, and it's the power of the relationships we have with each other.
That's right.
Because someone is so much more engaged as a voter if they talk to someone they know. I know certain people in this room who I have had to bug to start being an engaged voter. We can change that. We can change that pathway. And you know, if we have more reps in Tennessee who actually listened we would not be in this mess, right? Because currently they are trying to redraw maps to outrun their mistakes. One of the biggest lessons I've learned as a parent is accountability. When I make a mistake, I don't want to let it eat me up inside. I want to own it, I want to talk about it, and I want to learn from it. Because that's what grown-ups do, right? But currently we have a lot of politicians who aren't acting like grown-ups. But they cannot outdraw or outspend their way out of the mistakes that they've made. Because we know that it's a mistake to steal money from our public schools while our private schools are having more and more money funneled to them all the time. You have a couple teachers in the room, and I know you feel that in your heart. I know you feel that. And we know it's a mistake to create laws so strict that a woman will die rather than receive the care she needs if she miscarries. And we know that it's a mistake to vote for a trickle-down economics that has never trickled down.
That's right.
I don't feel a trickle. Do y'all?
No. That's trickle.
If we had reps that listened, we wouldn't be here. We could be paid living wages. We could have health care. We could send our kids to school, public school, without worrying about the quality of education they're getting there.
Get rid of the guns.
And if it might be the last time that we get to kiss them goodbye. Right? We could have all these things. We could have all of that. And those are part of my vision for Tennessee. And it is possible if we change the state legislature, if we get new people in state house seats, in state senate seats. This does not have to be Tennessee. And so tonight I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. Donate what you can. And then donate a little more. Do what you can. And then do a little more. And talk to whoever you can. And then talk to 10 dozen other people. Because that face-to-face interaction, those interpersonal interactions, are the most powerful tool we have in our tool belt. And for some of us, that's going to mean stepping pretty far outside our comfort zone. But I think you all can do it. So I want you to come on this journey with me. I want you to do my 3 things. And I want you to help me change the future of Tennessee. And I appreciate you all being here tonight so, so very much. Your support means so much. And I assure you folks, we are just getting started.